My name is Angel. I was born in Mexico City to a very Catholic family. Growing up, I knew I had to go to Mass on Sundays. I had to kneel, I had to do many different things, do all of the sacraments. But I never really understood why I had to do them. So I ended up straying from my faith, unfortunately, during my teens. Through this period of strayment, when I was astray, I ended up meeting the girl who would end up being the mother of my child. We were both biology students at the time, and we thought we knew better than to have an unwanted pregnancy, since we saw all manners of contraceptions in class and everything. But as soon as we realized her period was late, we did a couple pregnancy tests, which both came back positive, and we found out we were going to be, expecting a child. I was thrilled at the news, a bit scared, to be honest, because I had to break the news to her family, and to mine as well. But I was so happy about it, and the response that I got from her was harrowing, because she said, "I do not want it, get it off me." And my heart sank. That was a massive blow, but how could I make someone have a child they do not want? Even in Mexico in 2013, 2014, she would have been backed by the chants of "my body, my choice" in a sea of green scarves during the time. And that very same day, we ended up in an abortion clinic where they use the much sanitized term legal interruption of the pregnancy, ILE by its acronym in Spanish. They used impersonal pronouns, and they stripped of all humanity my child, which at the clinic I saw in an ultrasound. I remember she did not want to see it, did not want to look at him, but I did. And the image is still burned into my eyes. They explained to us what the procedure did, and we simply went along with it. I just went along with the whole thing. I'd never spoke out against it because I felt powerless, like I couldn't stop it. She did not want it. I wanted it, but she did not. So there was not much I could do. We thought we're just giving it back to God. We'll get it again. He's going to have it at a different time. But we didn't even know what we were saying, to be honest. All of that excitement that I had in my heart and hope just turned into grief. And I didn't even realize that it had for years on end. I continued on studying, we continued on studying, and unfortunately our relationship was not meant to be. We ended up breaking up during my master's degree, and I continued studying, and after I graduated, I fell into depression. It was at this time that I heard God calling back to me, and I started to reach out again to my faith. And with his help, I was able to gather up the strength and shake those horrible words she told me about becoming the researcher I know you can be, and instead become the man I always should have been, a man of faith. And I gained a chance to do a PhD here in the United Kingdom. Through the wonderful community I was welcomed to here in the Catholic community, I ended up finding Rachel's Vineyard. When I approached them, they were so supportive and, just so easy to talk to. I felt so comfortable around them. I went on one of the retreats earlier this year, and I remember being so afraid and scared, and angry as well. Angry at the woman who coldly denied my child of an existence, and angry at the coward who stood idly next to her doing nothing, thinking, I don't deserve any of the good things I have. My hands are stained. They have blood on them. There's no going back. And 72 hours later, after the retreat, I knew what forgiveness felt like. Like God's love is so immense, it extends also to our children, even if they were not born. Along the way, I had picked up this massive rock of grief and regret, and I was carrying it around everywhere I went, and I didn't realize what I was doing. And it's because of this experience now that I'm here sharing my story. If you're a man who has experienced abortion, don't be silent. Reach out. Your story needs to be heard. Because as much as that is their body and their choice, as they say, the child in their womb is as much yours as it is theirs. Unfortunately, that child doesn't have a voice. So it's up to us to be the voice of our children in this cruel and cold world. So please reach out. Thanks.